as well, to say who you are and what your question is or what comment you wish to make. I think that might, is that not working?
I'm David Stone, I'm a community councillor for Llantrefadra. I'm 75 and my wife actually worked for the Trust for 42 and a half years in paediatrics. And I have to say, when the plan was originally drawn up, everything that is happening now was forecast then. And what they've done is they've driven staff either away if they didn't want to go to Merthyr, or they were forced to go to Merthyr. You've got a nurse training centre in Glyntaff. You're not going to attract nurses to a hospital that they don't know it's got a future, and you're not going to attract medical staff either. My wife told me 5 years ago what they were going to do, and the board has done precisely over the last 5 years what they wanted to do to force this about. But what I want to say is, with the population growth in the south of Taff Ely, around 20,000 houses are going to be built over the next 10 years. This is going to generate patients for this hospital. What has the board taken this into account? Or do they say when the A&E closes, the patients are going to have to go up the A470 to Merthyr Tydfil? For the Taff district, that's a 40-mile round trip. For the Rhondda, it's going to be even more. It can't handle the patients in Merthyr Tydfil now. What are they going to do when they've got to take ours as well?
Can I take next couple of questions?
Good evening all, my name's Sam Trask, I'm a community councillor for Baither. Marcus, I know you know me from when I campaigned a couple of years ago to save the paediatric services. And let's not forget, that is also being considered, ending 24-hour paediatric care alongside the A&E. Don't forget it, because they're trying to change that too. First of all, just a brief observation. Several of my ward constituents have come to me to tell me things that they're too afraid to tell the board because they think it's going to cost them their jobs. That's an atmosphere you need to address. Thank you. Secondly, just to pick up a couple of things from Marcus's speech, you said you didn't have all the information to make a decision at the moment. Well, some information that you are relying on are the results of a public consultation made over 6 years ago. That information is out of date. Young people have started families. Elder people have become more elderly and more infirm. Attitudes have changed. Will the board now commit to doing a full public consultation, as you said, leaving no stone unturned, so that every person in this room, every person in Rhondda Cynon Taf, and every person in the whole area the Cwm Taf Morgannwg UHB serves has their opportunity to have every single one of their individual voices heard? Will you commit to it?
Okay. We've got that question, and the lady there.
Hi, I'm Linda Michelle. I'm community councillor for Sonarevel, also chair of the Labour Party. And what I'd like to say is, I think most of it's been said, really, but how on earth are the two other A&Es going to cope with a huge 50% influx of people travelling there because there's nothing in Taff Ely? And my concern is as well, for people who haven't got transport, how on earth are they going to get to one of those hospitals without a car? And that's really what I've got to say. Because if they wait for an ambulance, they'd be dead.
Right.